Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm here to plan out the week on my Ink and Volt weekly planning pad. I did one of these last month where I showed kind of how I plan out my week on this planning pad that is from Ink and Volt. I do all of this planning in my Google Cal before I move it on to this planning pad, and there are a couple of reasons why I think it's beneficial for me to have it written out. One is the act of writing. Writing it down sinks it into my memory, and it makes it way less likely that I'm going to forget something or miss something, mess something up, whatever it is. I really just like the act of taking it from my Google Cal and putting it onto paper. I also like being able to see this all the time. So after I'm done with this, I will rip it off and hang it up on my magnetic calendar that sits right above my desk so I can see it all week long, and I don't have to pull out my phone, my computer, look at my Google Cal in order to see my week at a glance. So let's start by putting the date. Yes, technically it is the week of January 31st, but it is basically February in my head. And the first thing that I'll do is I'll cross off these top two sections that are all day and early hours, and I'll write to do, and I will use this section to put in any to-dos that are specific to the day. So on Mondays and Wednesdays, I always want to make sure that I am practicing before dance. I feel like I've mentioned this a few places, but I think as I've gotten older, my brain does not retain choreography as well as it used to. I did not used to have to practice every single week, but now I definitely do if I want to make sure I remember everything. And then on Mondays, I also make sure to update the Calendly. I'm also going to do a crock pot meal tomorrow, so I want to go ahead and put dinner in the crock pot. And then I also need to run by the UPS store, which I'm so excited. I ordered a space heater because my office is absolutely freezing, and I cannot wait to go pick that up and hopefully be able to enjoy working in my office a little bit more. Wednesdays, I also schedule my lattes with Laken. Tuesday, I jotted down something a friend over the weekend told me about this setting on your phone, this focus setting. So I think I'm gonna play around with that on Tuesday, mostly just because Monday is packed and I really don't know if I have time, but Tuesday I have time in the evening. So I'm gonna see what that's all about on Tuesday night. Okay, let's get into actually planning out the hours. Like I mentioned in the last video that I did this, what I love about this planner is I love the half-hour time slots. I do wish it had the weekends, but this is one of those weekends that I actually don't need the weekends, and I'll show you how I'm gonna use the side section a little bit differently than I did before. So even though I start my AM routine way before 7 a.m., I just don't feel the need to take up all that space on this planning pad, which is why I use that top section for to-dos, and just do the AM routine starting at 7. And then I'll draw a line all the way across. I'm gonna go ahead and write PM routine as well so that I can draw that line across at the same time. My PM routine also doesn't happen at the same time every single day, which is why I kind of like that it says after hours, because sometimes it does happen around this time at 8, and sometimes it happens much later depending on what time I have dance to. Dance to? Dance until. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw this highlighter. I've been kind of switching up what color. I used to use like only gray on this because I was trying to keep it all neutral, but I really do like that pop of color. And then I'll go ahead and highlight the sections over here. I will end up writing over them, but just while I've got the highlighter out, go ahead and highlight those sections. Okay, so most days when I don't have dance, I have kind of reworked my AM routine. I've added a couple things, so it goes until 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. And then except for right after I got done drawing this arrow, but I'm not gonna restart this whole thing. So I'm actually gonna try and cut my morning routine a little bit short tomorrow so that I can do my communication routine at 8:30 instead of at 9, which is what I'm normally gonna plan on doing. And that is so I can get videos prepped from 9 to 10. And then I have an eye appointment to go get contacts at 10. Oh, I guess I didn't need to put UPS up here because I'm gonna go ahead and put UPS here to know that I'm just gonna go by the UPS store on the way back from my eye appointment. They don't open until 9 anyway, and they say they open at 9, but they're not always there at 9. So I'm not gonna try to deal with it before my eye appointment. Then I have a one-on-one call at 12, and then I'm gonna start working on the Patreon content for February. I mentioned this in the last day in the life if you watched it. I do try to do all of my content for the next month the last week of the month. So I had it all scheduled for last week. I did not get through most of it, truthfully, because I was playing catch up from being out of town. So I'm kind of filling in what I didn't finish in terms of content this week. So one of those is Patreon. I'm not going to finish it in that hour because I do have another call at 2. So what I'm gonna do here is just draw an arrow down to show that that is gonna go all the way till 4. I'm gonna do it like starting as soon as I'm done with this call, after I'm done with this call. Hopefully I'll finish it before this call that I have at 4. But if I don't, I will just then work on it, you know, in my other pockets of time later in the day. So call at 4, and then my communication routine at 5, and then dance. I leave for dance at about 6:15. So I write it down starting at 6 so that I have time to like change clothes, get ready, and all of those things. All right, moving on to Tuesday. So Tuesday I have PT at 7:30. And then my AM routine kind of I'll do some of it before my PT and then I'll do some of it after PT. So it's gonna go all the way until 10. And then I'll do my communication routine at 10. Then I have a call with the person who does my Pinterest postings. I'm so thankful that I decided to outsource that. And then we have a strategy call. I think it was every 3 months and she switched it every 6 months. I don't know. I have a call with her. It's an hour and a half on Tuesday, starting at 10:30. Then I have a one-on-one call at noon. It's Tuesday, so then I have group coaching from 1 to 2. And then the Instagram Q&A. I post those every Monday on my Instagram, just an Ask Me Anything box, and then I realized quickly I needed to schedule time to actually respond to those. And then I'm gonna plan videos. I'm gonna film two or three videos on Wednesday. So I'm gonna take time on Tuesday afternoon to plan those. I have a wedding call from 4 to 5. Then I will do my communication routine. And I have a call at 6. And then I am going to read, I'm gonna write it here. One of my monthly goals, if you watch my monthly goals video, is to read before bed on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'm writing it here so like I remember to do that. Okay, Wednesday, I'm gonna go ahead and draw the same arrow for Monday, communication or AM routine going until 9, and then my communication routine will happen at 9. Then most of my morning on Wednesday will be filled with filming. I'm gonna film both the YouTube videos that I plan as well as some reels for Instagram. Then I have the live chat at 1 p.m. I need to do the recap of the live chat right after that. And then I have a one-on-one call at 3:30 and then another one at 4:30. I like having my calls spread out like this. I know that some entrepreneurs will do it where they have all their calls on the same day. And don't get me wrong, I love one-on-one calls and they are energizing to me and I do enjoy them, but I really do enjoy having 2 or 3 per day, Monday through Thursday, instead of doing like 1 or 2 full days and getting them all done in that same day. That's just how I like it. So that's how I have my calendar set up. It really works well for me. So then I have one more on Wednesday night. And then I have dance late on Wednesdays. Doesn't start till 8. It goes way past that PM routine, which means my AM routine on Thursdays goes all the way until 10 because I sleep in to get my full amount of sleep. Then one thing I'm gonna try to do is I was originally putting meal planning and grocery shopping on Friday afternoons. I was definitely trying to do it during the week because while I have the ability to work for myself, why go to the grocery store on the weekends? But for whatever reason, like Fridays, I do kind of want to keep more chill or like flexible. And so waiting all the way until Friday to go grocery shopping was kind of, I don't know, it was throwing me for a loop. So the last couple of weeks, I was having PT on Thursday, so I was stopping at Trader Joe's on my way home, and it worked. I liked it on Thursday because my brain needed a little bit more time to wake up after being at dance so late. So that's just what I'm gonna try, is Thursday mornings is gonna be like groceries and meal planning and groceries, even though I don't have PT on Thursdays anymore, and we're just gonna see how it goes. All right, and then Thursday, I'm gonna prep some more videos. The videos I filmed last week, my editor will have done by Thursday. So I'm gonna do those on Thursday. Then I'm gonna do Instagram content on Thursday afternoon. And then email newsletter also, which is something I have not been doing a good job of. So I'm going to try to get that done. Then I have a one-on-one call at 4, another one at 5, and another one at 6. So what I'm going to do, since there's not really a set chunk of time to do my communication routine, I'm just going to write it out here, and I'll do it around these calls. I won't have like a full 30 minutes to do the whole thing, but I will have like chunks of time, and I will do it kind of around that. And then same thing on Thursday night, I'm going to go ahead and read. Hopefully on Tuesday and or Thursday, Sam and I will be able to hang out and catch up on Snowpiercer, which is a show that we love, that came back last week, and we have not watched it yet. All right, Friday. So Fridays, I'm trying really to leave my afternoon especially a little bit more flexible. So Fridays are also more routine based. I don't schedule any calls on Friday unless I don't feel like I have time for them earlier in the week because I have something else going on. So I'm doing an hour of communication on Friday so that I don't do a stint of it on Friday afternoon. And then I have a couple routines. So the one I started last month, which is my analytics routine. And then I have my one-on-one routine just to get me set up for the following week, responding to messages, not messages, like applications that have come in for one-on-one coaching. And then the new one that I'm starting this month is a digital cleanup routine. I just realized that I messed all this up. I started this at 8. Really, this should all be 1 hour down because my morning routine should go all the way until 9, and then all of this should be shifted down. So I'm gonna leave 12 to 1 blank, knowing that that's the case. And then 1 to 3, I'm also leaving blank because I'm anticipating that something will go wrong earlier in the week and I will need that extra time. So then at 3, I have a podcast interview, and then I want to try and end the week with cleaning my office. Like, that's the last thing I want to do, and I want to be done. I want to enjoy my Friday night, and I want to be done with work. All right, so this side section. If you watched the last one of these, what I did was I did one section for Saturday and one section for Sunday. But this weekend, I actually don't have any timed anything on Saturday and Sunday. I'm actually really excited about that. I have no timed anything. I have no planned work. I have nothing scheduled that is at an exact time. So what I'm gonna do instead is do these as different sections of to-do list of things that I would like to do over the weekend. So the first one I'm gonna do is goals, and these are like my personal goals. And then I'm gonna do home, things I wanna get done around the house. And then this big bottom section is going to be wedding. If you watch my goals video, I'm trying to do something wedding related actually every day, even if that's just checking on the wedding email inbox and seeing how that goes. So things we want to do related to goals. This is not on my like annual goals, but we need to get our hotels booked for our trip to Ireland for our friend's wedding. I want to do a hydrating mask every single week. The other 3 things on here are really weekly things. Well, that's not true. 2 of them are. So we've got the hydrating mask, we've got the bucket list, brainstorm, and then pulled from the monthly list is the February birthdays. Then home, there's just a couple places that have gotten a little bit all over the place for me, especially in my office. So my dresser and my closet, I feel like I've not been thoughtfully putting things away, and it's just kind of a mess. So I'm just gonna jot those down. I might think of some more home things, but those are the ones that pop out at me. All right, wedding stuff, I actually am not ready to fill out that list yet. One of the things that I want to do later today is kind of take some time to fill that out and think about what I need / want to get done this week for the wedding. So I'm not gonna deal with that right now. That is gonna be it for this week. That is how my week is looking. Like I said, now I will go ahead and rip this off and hang it up so that I will be able to see it all week while I'm planning out each individual day, and likely things will move. Like, that is just what happens. Things get moved around. The week I planned last week is not even close to what ended up happening, but I like taking the time to have a plan, even if I don't follow through 100% because things pop up. So that is gonna be it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you so much for why does that sound weird? On my Ink and Volt daily, nope, not daily. It's gonna work eventually. Hello, welcome. Is this bright enough? Way more likely that I'm way more likely? Wrong. So I will hang this up on my while I am planning out each individual today.